Hello.
Hello.
Morning.
Welcome to Couch Talk. We are so glad to be with you today. And I'm Pastor Loida. And today with me is Jonathan Baker and Jan McCoy. We all have very important information that you just need to hear. So we're going to start with Jonathan. What do you have for us today, Jonathan?
Well, thank you. I have the privilege of being a co-facilitator of what we're calling our revision team, along with Pat Bailey. And by now you should have received a letter and or an email and some other information about our revisioning process that we're beginning to unfold, and we're now in a season of prayer and preparation. And there's been some questions and answers that have come, but from time to time I want to come and just give you a little bit of an update. And one of the questions that we are getting from some of our people is, why now?
Why now?
Why are we doing this now?
Yeah.
And that tends to stem from the reality that we find ourselves in these days. We're in the midst of a pandemic, a very uncertain time, a time when people are frustrated, they're isolated, they're tired of being tired. I mean, you can just add on and on and on. So why in such an unsettling time? And so there's a practical answer to that, but the most important answer, I think, is more of a spiritual answer. And that is, in times when we're uncertain, God is in the midst of those times.
Yes.
And has revealed to us over and over again in Scripture and in life that if we have something that draws us into the future, that's filled with hope and expectation and enthusiasm, then it helps us to get through these times.
Yes.
So we really feel that this is the perfect time for us to do this, that it's a time that we can be in discernment with the goal that by November, so we've got 10 months to work on this. By November, we'll have a plan to be able to implement. By that time, we'll be coming back physically, and we'll be ready to just launch into all the things that have come from the people. So these next 10 months, we'll be doing a lot of prayer and discernment, of conversation, involving our congregation in as many ways as possible. But that's really the why. It's important that we have some direction for ourselves, that we discern God's will and direction for our church. But now is the time to do this.
Yes. And I'm sure if anybody has any more questions, they can email you and contact you for any kind of questions.
And if you go on the website, there's a revision page, and there's an email there for revision team. Just use that. Send us any questions you have.
Awesome. So we also have Jan here, and she's talking about an exciting new ministry at Lake Deaton. Can you share with us, Jan?
Oh, we are very excited. We are going to be launching our new Sunrise Respite Program for dementia patients and participants here at Lake Deaton. We're going to start the program on March 1st, and we are going to meet every Monday from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. We will be providing a hot lunch for the participants, and really there are two purposes for the program, and one of the main purposes is to provide a stimulating, challenging, purposeful environment for the participants to be able to come and socialize and do some things together and challenge their mental capacities a little bit. But the second purpose is probably even more important, and that's to allow the caregivers to have a time away from their ongoing responsibilities. We're going to invite them to stay if they would like to, but if they would like to go and spend a little time on their own, they will be free to do that. You are going to be giving a support group meeting once a month for the caregivers so that they will have a place to come and share their needs. But we're looking forward to getting it launched. We have about 20 volunteers now that have been going through training for several months. And we have probably 2 participants signed up, and hopefully about 4 more that we're talking with. And we're excited to get it going. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, and we just need to spread the word out.
Yes.
And it's for anybody with memory issues, right?
Any memory issues, and they do not have to be a member of Lake Deaton. It can be anyone in the community. If you have a neighbor or a family member or a friend that you think might benefit from it, we invite you to come and visit.
Yes.
And that's how we're going to be able to tell whether or not it's an appropriate program for you.
Yeah, again, feel free to call the church office if you want Jan McCoy's information so that you can contact if you want more information. So we're excited about that.
We're
and
very excited.
Be in prayer for both these things, the revisioning and the respite program. So I have a couple of things. First of all, we have another coffee with the pastors. If you have been attending the church but you have not become a member, we have a date for you, which is Tuesday, February 23rd at 6 p.m. We literally do have coffee, and you can get to sit with the pastors and talk about Lake Deaton and specifically what sort of ministries we have here and what does it mean to be a member of Lake Deaton. So we invite you to call the church office and go on the website to sign up. It's coming up, so we ask you to do it soon so that we can figure out how many we have attending. We also want to remind you of our weekend services, Saturday at 5 p.m., then Sunday at 9 a.m. and 10:30. But we have something new that if you're not able to attend in person, we have a broadcast and on your radio, 97.7. You can just drive to the church lot on the property and just park during the services and just connect to 97.7, and you will be able to hear the entire service. Just in case you want to be a little closer to us, we might come out and wave at you if you're out there. So come out and drive out here and listen to the services on those times. That's all I have. And thank you for being here with us. And I know we're going to be hearing more from the revision team and from the respite program. So
Thank you.
y'all have a good week.
God
We'll
bless.
talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.